Hey guys, I hope you're having an amazing day because I did have an amazing day yesterday. But today I just wanted to make this video as a reflective piece of what happened yesterday and just to give you um, a context of how I got to the UK and now what's my future plans now. So, this is actually going to be my first YouTube video. So, yeah, amazing start to an amazing day. So, giving you a context of how I actually got to the UK, I scored a 69.8% in my 12th standard, and my mother actually decided that. Yeah, just a very funny thing to say from an Indian mother actually said. But yeah, that was definitely the case. My mother thought that I definitely needed to expand my creative side and my skills to actually be in a zone where I'm extremely uncomfortable and make something out of it, which is why she saw an opportunity for me to be in this country and to make something out of it. My mom and my dad, basically, they are both contributing factors. But it was definitely a turning point for me to be in the UK, as well as scary, because I kid you not, being in a country all by yourself is one of the most difficult tasks if you have never been alone in India or anywhere, because it definitely makes you become a man from a boy and learn those skills of taking care of yourself, one of the most difficult skills any person on this planet could do. So I definitely thank my parents, first of all. Let's start with that. So I did my BSc in management in the University of Worcestershire, and for 3 years over there. And it was difficult, definitely difficult. My first year over there was difficult because I failed in all of them, because I wasn't used to the curriculum that the UK system has. It's more about reading. It's more about research and assignment, and the Indian education system doesn't allow us to do that. It's more about mugging up stuff, mugging up questions and answers, and it really was a turning point because it brought up new avenues of research and brought about new avenues of thinking critically and making those arguments. So, let's start there. Fast forward to how I actually met Tai and Gary, which is the whole point of this video, and the most emotionally energetic side of it is it was I think it's one of the most simplest thing any millennial must be doing. I was just going through YouTube, and just as I saw one of his ads. I'm talking about Tai over here, and he was talking something about the 67 steps and the four things that you actually need to succeed, which is health, wealth, love, and happiness. Mind you, I had nothing. Really, no wealth, no health, no love, no happiness. It makes me sound quite weak but strong, but fuck it, I don't care. Um, so, yeah, like just watching him make this argument about why you need these four pillars and to actually what do about it. I got into his funnel. I got into his mindset of how to actually make those things happen for myself, because I kid you not, I was one of the dumbest kids in school. I would say I was an average student, not that smart, definitely not that smart. And being in the UK was definitely a privilege for me, thanks to my family. And yeah, coming across my mentors like Tai Lopez did really have a huge impact for me, mostly on the skills and the mindset side of it. I actually got into his SMMA course, social media marketing agency course, which helped me find my path towards what's actually available in the market and what are the new skills, because social media back in 2016 was an upcoming trend, and now it's gone over the roof. Everyone's talking about it. So I believe that he was one of those pioneers who made a million millennials in the US, UK, and all over the world be in a position where they are and have those skills in mind. So thank you, Tai, if you ever watch this in the future. Talking about Gary Vee, I actually met him after my undergrad, which was when I was doing my masters at uni at Aston University, and yeah, it just blew my mind on the mindset that he had on social, on trends, and on the way we deal simple things in life. About, for example, the three things that come up in my mind, which I was extremely bad at, and I'm still trying to improve, are procrastination, uh, having those social skills, and leadership skills and sales skill. These are a few of the things that I wish to develop and make the most out of it just by watching him. And as I was watching these videos, mind you, I was literally watching him 24/7, like any free time I got, even 10-15 minutes before I got up. No, I didn't get up 10-15 minutes ago. It's been an hour, but I was watching him educate this audience about social media trends, and about the mental mindset that you need to have while creating a business. And it is so intriguing and so amazing to watch the how he captivates his audience was just mind blowing. Which is why I was attached to him for 1 year, and I'm one of the biggest Gary Vee fans, because I think if you are his fan, rather than you just watching him, you'll practice him. So I'm in a position where even though I make the least amount of effort, or even though I make an effort to improve something or to make something out of it, I will practice it so hard until I get it perfect. Mind you, there's nothing called perfect, and everyone is a A/B testing product of themselves, because you try and fail, I don't want to make this into a motivational video, because mind you, I'm not in a position to motivate anyone, but I'm definitely in a position where I can relate to any year a 21-year-old who's trying to navigate his life through the corporate world, through the work-life balance, and through the emotional and personal side of it. So this YouTube channel is definitely going to be about that person. And yeah, yes, I'm coming down to yesterday's event at the NEC conference. There were about 6,000 people at that event, and the energy that those 6,000 people who came to that event just to see Gary and Tai Lopez was amazing. I thought I was actually in a concert. Even for a single moment, I did not think that I was at a business conference, because they didn't make it as a business conference. They made it as an actual concert where people come to see individuals who have sacrificed so much in their life to actually be over here. I mean, Gary and Tai Lopez, for me, I don't care about others' opinions, but for me, they're one of the two pioneers who actually made things possible right from scratch. I mean, you can actually see them work hard, and the storyline that they had for the past 20 years. Mind you, no one was even watching GaryVee for about 5 to 6, 7 years, but now they are, because they realize the importance that they had. Uh, um, and yeah, I may some people might say that you you're just biased towards Gary Vee. Mind you, I'm not saying that all his ways and arguments are acceptable to every single person, but they are definitely a framework to how you can actually live your life and make something happen for yourself. May it be in your career path, or may it be in your personal life, or may it be anywhere. So. Yesterday's event was definitely an eye opener. I wanted to get a picture with him, but it was only reserved for the elites who had actually paid for this, but I was like, oh man, I did not get that ticket, but it's fine. I did not have the money, so it's cool. But I even got a chance to be in the line to ask him a question, but even there I was I let down because he definitely, it was a very genuine thing because he had to catch a flight, so he left. But it gave me a feeling that it gave me that hunger to actually be in a position where I get to meet him someday. Tai or Gary, if you're watching, yeah, I will see you in 10-15 years when I'm successful. It's not if, when I'm successful. I'm not successful right now, but so someday I will be, and I'm definitely in a process where I want to be on that path to not prove anyone but just myself. Just that 5 years ago, Elroy, who thought that he was one of the dumbest kids, and whose teachers thought this person was not gonna go anywhere. Mind you, all my teachers really hated me. Like sometimes I haven't got a perfect score anytime, and I think that's just a very a trend that any successful person wasn't successful in the beginning, and I want to be in a position where I am that person, and I have that drive, and I'm working towards it. And I don't want to give you any emotional personal advice, or maybe any advice. I was this entire video, or maybe this just the YouTube channel, which is why I wanted to make this as my first video, is going to be a journey of a 21-year-old trying to be an entrepreneur. The statement entrepreneur will only change, no matter how many years it takes, will only change once a person or anyone after comes to me and says that, bro, because of you, my life changed. That's the day I'll change it. Until then, I'm not changing it, because I think I do not deserve to be in a position where I start a business and I'm called entrepreneur, because you're not, just not. They Tai Lopez and GaryVee have actually made an argument saying that a lot of people on their Instagram bio have entrepreneurs as their tagline, which certainly is one of the most ironic things, because they have no clue what it's about. I would definitely say that honestly, I haven't made much sacrifices in my life, because I was in a position where I was given things on a platter, and coming over here made me realize how hard you have to be working for it. Nobody knows about this, but 6 months ago, I was actually broke. I did not have any money in my bank account, and my parents were supporting me with that. And I was really at one of the most low points in my life, where I didn't know if I was gonna even get a job just to help me complete this year so successfully. And yes, I came to a realization that it's just a phase. Just keep moving, and fortunately, I did get a job to help me finish this year in style. I would say that I finished this year in style, and I worked there for 6 months, and I gained that experience. I worked on a corporate job as a sales associate, so it definitely gave me that mindset and the experience to actually become something and make something out of it. Yesterday's event was one of the most energetic events I was actually at, and this year, mind you, has been this academic year has been extremely difficult personally and professionally, because I went through I don't know what's right, but I would say a graph of emotional and mental intelligence, testing my patience every single way. And I made a promise to myself that no matter what, this event is definitely, I'm gonna finish this year in style, and not gonna give a fuck about whatever anyone thinks. That's the motto, and mindset I'm actually going for. Mind you, this is not arrogance or ego. It's just that a lot of people voice out opinions without experiencing it themselves. So I'm not going to take crap from anyone who has not experienced it themselves and giving advice on this and that. I don't actually go on giving advice to anyone because I want to be a master at a specific thing and then go out starting giving advice, even when it comes to personally or professionally, which is the social media industry. So yeah, thank you so much, Success Resources, to actually bringing Tai Lopez and GaryVee over here. You really made a amazing day yesterday, and yeah, it was one of the best events I've actually been to. If you guys are struggling with your life professionally or personally, I would definitely recommend you to watch these guys, what they do, not what they say but what they do, and yeah, make a change, because I know it's difficult. I know it's difficult for everyone. It's even difficult for myself. I'm actually fumbling right now, even making this video. But it's a start. I want to start somewhere. A lot of people say that, oh, okay, I'll do this, I'll do that. But if you ask them, if you ask for evidence, have you done anything? They say no. So this is definitely a starting point for me with this video, because I want to share the journey of a 21-year-old trying to be an entrepreneur. That's going to be the tagline. That's going to be the mission that I'm actually going to hop on. Mind you, these 4 years have been a roller coaster of feelings, where I've failed at multiple events and risen like a fucking phoenix, baby. Yeah, that's the attitude I'm going for. So don't let anyone tell you can't do it, because I think that this is the mindset that we have to be in. I must, I can, I will, I got it.